stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Mississippi State Bulldogs and the Louisville Cardinals. Free-Staters David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Cardinals will kick off first, and here we go. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Could be an alley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Trying to get behind the defense. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go to the counter. On the move at the 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, one of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Got enough for the first. Finding some room. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Taylor wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, this offensive line, they've just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. It's complete to the right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And they can't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. They just keep firing. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Cardinals. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. give to the back. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Mississippi State right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Looking to move the chains, Mississippi State lines up on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Maybe some room here. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And, man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You're bringing guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get him to the ground. Not only does he get the 1st down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
Pulls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Quarterback keep. Inside the 10-yard line is shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense.
Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's forward. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations.
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Louisville. Great job by the back on the option.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
This drive will open from the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's a gift to Bothwell. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Keeps it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Richardson. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. Trying to get away. Touchdown Cardinals. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Taylor wants to throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Cardinals now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Fires to the tight end.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
The run inside. It's Brown. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game-ending.
They've got enough space. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well.
Looking to take a shot. Snags it on the right. Open spaces. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Gets it into the end zone.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cardinals have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Here we go. Ready, go, go.
This time he wants to throw. The screen, and watch out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Isaac Brown looking for room on the left. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Again, it's Brown. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Hand off for Brown.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
They'll throw again after the incompletion.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Right down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. The defense putting points on the board. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. There he goes. Open it up. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness. It took a little momentum with him out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. The short hands. It's McCoy. And he's wrestled to the ground. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's Kansas State looking to make it 5 straight wins. And they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season?
An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown again. There's some room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Skinner. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm.
He's going to let it go. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Louisville! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stepping to the right. Got his man. Lowers those pads. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Taylor wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Gets it to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Chugged it away just as he was hit.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6.
Ready. Move.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. on 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
To the air on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Here comes the heat.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Keeps the play going. Escapes the sack. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again.
Go! Stack. Foul. Magic.
He's looking to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The throw. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo. Off play action on 1st down. Looking long. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Brown. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Puts it out of the air. He goes down. He needed to get forward to pick up that 1st down, and now they've got a decision to make on 4th. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on their own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Showing off the arms. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Cotton. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Taylor wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle.
Number 8, set to kick this one.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCoy. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
Here's a little room there. The 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. A give to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, and not giving up the 3rd down conversion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Taylor wants to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Quarterback moving. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game.
Might have a chance. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house.
28.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the...
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football.
Snags it and he's open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff, Isaac Brown. Maybe a crease. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Might be calling a hot route. Going to the ground. He breaks a tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And he punches it in the end zone, and man, oh man, has this running back been impressive. Just the amounts of licks he's taken and just kept moving forward. Like, they've made no bones about it, Palmer. They were going to run the football, and they did. They gave it to him over and over again. The defense knew it was coming, and he still performed.
It's incredible. The head coach called him into his office earlier in the week, and he said, look, we are going to force feed you the football. You have to carry this for us on our way to victory. And he was glad to accept that challenge. He did it today, David. He took a beating. He is going to need the ice tub. He's going to need cryotherapy. He's going to need a good stretch, and he needs some sleep. But, man, did he ever deliver for his offense and his team.
Back to pass, it's Swan. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT finally
turning it on. The 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Number 48, set to kick it off.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone.